Hey guys, this is Sellavin. I was giving my latest review on Digimon Universe Appli Monsters episode 30. Hey, when Dokamon in love, the MariPero invades. This episode is gonna be focusing on on another Applimon, Perorimon, or MariPero. She go very short. It starts out with with Kanan Eri-san. She does reviews, for food and restaurant stuff. And remember, she has an Applimon named Perorimon. That's it's a gourmet Applimon. Food Applimon, basically food app. Uh, because of her teachings from Perorimon, she's become quite a review, and also because of her celebrity status, she's become quite a reviewer. Many restaurants have gotten successful businesses and service because of her reputation and her reviews. So basically, she's become quite a popular reviewer, especially how she expresses herself, how she talks about the food, how she expresses herself, how she tells them, and what she likes, and she's gotten pretty popular, However, things get even more unique as mysteriously new Perorimon appears. Her name is MariPero. It's short for Maria Perorimon. Apparently there are other Perorimons out there. There are different kinds of, all in food. Different food environments. There's even one for curry. A green one. She asked to be Karen's student. Be taking her as her pupil. Something like that. However, Kalyan, she wants to, but she can't help her. She's a little busy. She even Perorimon asked MariPero, why didn't you ask him to be a teacher? He said he want him Kalyan because she wanted to be more compatible because her being a girl or whatever, and she too is a girl. This just annoys the hell out of him. I mean, even when Kalyan asked Perorimon to study her, he completely refuses, out of spite, because he basically insulted his craft, and he's a professional. He's doing a good job teaching Karen how to be a reviewer, but her doing that herself, I don't think she's ready because you have to review stuff. You have to become more expressive because to be a reviewer, you have to be expressive and stuff like that. But I'll get into that later, Eventually, the Dokamon asked to watch over her, to help her along the way, so because he knows, but he's not a reviewer, but he knows about her, us, Karen, and her reviews. So basically, he's just gonna, help her out as best he can, even though he doesn't know nothing about reviewing, and which makes things even more difficult and unique situation for them. And that's what, at least that's what I guess, As the story continues, they go to restaurant to restaurant. She tries the food, and tries to do her review. However, they notice that there's something wrong with the review, like there's something missing. Eventually, it's the same with all her reviews. Apparently, she texts how many minutes she waited and how long it takes, but she doesn't write, what kind of flavor it is, what she likes about it. She doesn't, gives her a true opinion on what the food is like, basically, All she does is come in, waits for the food, eats it, and gives that review, Basically, she's what you call a bland reviewer. She doesn't give what you call much characteristics. She's not giving you too many details. And this is noticed by Dokamon, He tells her that Karen, she puts all her heart and soul into her, her reviews, And this is one of the reasons why she's not getting such good reviews as an app, because she wants to be a good reviewer to get people to like her, and so far her reviews are getting what you call very low ratings, so that's why, And Karen at first, Dokamon tells her that Karen at first wasn't actually very good, and now look at her now. She put in all this hard work, and she's now, a lot of people know her and respect her for her craft, and that was way back when. And now, she has to become more expressive. Eventually, she posts another. This time she gives the details on the food and all that stuff, and people like it, It's a lot. She has over 500 likes in the videos, which is a good thing, Eventually they move on, Eventually they talk about their feelings a little bit, I say that as in Dokamon best X tells her, to be more expressive, to talk about her feelings in things in the reviews, to become more expressive, show how she feels and what the food is like, and it worked. However, eventually they start to have to tell her what she thinks, a little bit, about love and stuff like that, and you're starting to get the hint, why this episode is called Dokamon in Love, eventually, they get into one final restaurant. Apparently, it was the first restaurant she wanted to review. She reviewed earlier, and they have a good food. So this time she wants to try it again, so she can do a better review. All right, and this is the last restaurant of the day, basically, However, things get some problematic. Like for example, while they're trying to do this, there's some traffic problems. People are losing time delivery. Apparently, there's a Racemon, who's a racing game Applimon. He, causes all kinds of trouble on the digital highway and stuff, messing up traffic signals and all that stuff, making it more difficult for people. And it gets in the way of MariPero and Dokamon's plans, So Dokamon goes to solve the problem while MariPero waits, there at the restaurant, Eventually, he managed to get help, from Eugene, Offmon, Haru, Gachimon, they all managed to patch in. Offmon shows off his abilities, He'll shut down Link, and Dokamon, he punches the hell out of, Racemon, and he did this without Karina's help, like he did this all, he's doing this all for Karina, Karina asked him, to do this, even though he lied when he called her and she called him, say if everything's so good, because he knew that, that things weren't going to be easy. He still lied because he did that to protect her. He didn't want to fail Karina. That's why he's so determined, and also because his feelings for MariPero, basically like the superhero, like he's fighting for not just himself, he's fighting basically for love. So basically he's coming like a superhero trying to save love and whatever. Eventually they go back to the restaurant, they eat, and she's ready to she did her review. However, the problem with it is that this is her last review of the day because this is her last chance, because as her app is being taken out of service, it's being disconnected, the company that was behind her app system is about to shut her down. So this was basically her last chance to do some great reviews before she's gone forever. Eventually, she does, she kisses she kisses Dokamon, for helping her out in this situation, which is pretty sweet. In this situation, later everybody hears the review. They liked it, they all do such a good job. But and even more good news is because the review was so good, the people who were in charge of MariPero's app, they decided to bring her back because of all the good publicity it got. However, Dokamon, excited that she's back, and hopefully he thought that he was going to have some love again, but no. Instead, he finds out that his heart has been broken because, she kisses him that kiss as gratitude because she thought she was going to be gone, but instead, not because she loves him, and now she's a full-time reviewer, and back, she's no longer, she's not gonna, stay with Dokamon. Instead, she's gonna become a full Gourmet app. Now she's popular. She's gonna take all her time, to being a Gourmet app, stuff, being a reviewer, which is pretty intense, I feel sad for Dokamon, the fact that he had love, he kind of felt what it's like to be in love, but only to have his heart broken, And he said that the Gachimon that had my heart hurt, but Gachimon said that men feel pain, get stronger for true, But even though he doesn't have MariPero's life, he still got Karina. But one of the funny things is that, and Karina found out he kissed, she kissed him, she gave him a punch in the punch, like super jealous, which is pretty funny, Like they didn't know this was gonna happen, It's pretty funny. This was a good episode, We didn't get to see a lot of action. This was more of a character development because seeing Dokamon, on his own, without his partner and handling the problem on his own, it was a pretty good episode, because it had character development. It was a lot like the last one, The last episode, I'm gonna put a link for that in in this video too. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Give me a like down below. What did you think of the episode? I liked it. And I give it a 3 out of 5 because Dokamon, winning out on his own, and he felt for a second to have love, only to have his heart broken. There was also the funny moments, character development, him trying to be a good person and teaching MariPero about being a reviewer. And trust me, it's not the first time that reviewers have faced this. I've had people say that my videos suck, and I'm still here on YouTube. Oh, so look at me now, bitches. I'm still doing my thing, and despite being called other names like you suck or negative or whatever, because I'm here for me, No one's forcing me to do this, And the same thing with the others. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Thank you. Watching. This is Sellavin. Give my latest review on Digimon Fusion Appli monsters. See you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.